Hey guys, happy Thursday afternoon. I just got home from work. I wanted to make a video because one, I just received this really sweet sleeper, and I got it from, the brand is Milk Barn. It's 0 to 3 month size. It may be a little big on her, but it's an organic sleeper. It like donates money towards a different cause. Where I purchased it from was Barn Chic. Came packaged really beautifully. It was like lightning fast shipping, which I love. So I wanted to put it on her. So I figured I will come on and make a video. But I also have a topic to discuss. It is a requested video by a friend. And it's been asked of me before. Lots of people will private message me about this. And what it is the topic is, how do I sell my baby so quickly? How do you, as my friend put it, how do you dump a baby fast when you have a financial situation that, requires you to unload your invested money in these dolls and get your money back for them, and how do you do it quickly? So I'm going to share my secrets, because a lot of people reach out to me and people have been upset with me for selling a doll and not telling anybody until the baby's gone. Nobody knows until suddenly my dolls are not in the nursery any longer, because I do it very quickly. I do it very privately. I very rarely will post a doll for sale anywhere in public where someone can actually see it. And here's why. So, one of the big things for me when I get a new doll is the fact that I'm putting a video out there that I have received a new doll, and I get a lot of people that will message me, that will ask me immediately, when and if I sell the doll, will I let them know? So I make a list of all the people that have contacted me that have requested to know when I decide to part with my doll, so that I have a reference to go back to. So a big part of why it's easy for me to sell my dolls, and this is a very much talked about topic, me, and what I sell my dolls for on other people's channels, funny enough. Not that anybody should really know what I'm selling my doll for, or what I buy them for that matter, because people seem to think they have an opinion on knowledge of what I've bought and then resold the doll for when they really have no idea. Another topic for another day, guys. But, I rarely make a profit on any of my dolls that I sell. I am mainly trying to recoup the costs that I have invested in them. But I will tell you straight up that if someone offers me a large amount of money, especially for a doll that I'm not even interested in selling, because that's happened before, I'm not going to necessarily turn that down. So, is what it is. But here's how I do sell them quickly. When I'm ready to sell a doll or need to sell a doll, I will reach out to all those people that emailed me or messaged me, or, any number of ways people have tried to reach out to me to find out if I'm going to sell the doll. Please let them know. I respond to them and let them know immediately. Yes, I'll let you know. And when the time comes, I re-message them and say, hey, are you still interested? I'm going to be selling this doll that you were interested in back when I received the doll, or what have you. And usually what happens is several people are interested. I try to do it in an order of, if someone is not interested, I move on to the next person. But I do it in an order of people in which people have actually contacted me. So it's first comes, first served type of thing. Just because I think that's the fairest way to do it. And that usually works out very well, because usually the first 1 or 2 people wants the doll. Usually if it's a good timing that people can, pay for the doll, that's generally what holds people up, is that if they have overspent or they don't have the free funds, then I'll move on to the next one. But generally speaking, when I put a doll up for sale, within the first couple of days that I've decided, the doll has a new mommy. And that's how. Secrets revealed. So I find that the easiest way is to post pictures on social media so people can see your doll when you get the doll, and if there's interest, that's a really good way to reach out and sell the doll quickly, privately. I'm not a big fan of public sales for my dolls, and the reason being is that I think people are very nosy in this hobby. I mean that in the most nice way, guys. Not necessarily, but people seem to want to know your business when you post a doll for sale and they don't agree with the price, or they think the price is too high, or they think that you're going to make a profit. Then people get involved and they get very snarky. So I like to keep my doll sales private because it really is the information only needs to be known by me and the buyer, potential buyer. So I like to keep my sales private just because I think people just like to muddy the waters, make it hard and difficult for people to, make a decision, because people literally like to give their opinions when it's not even about them. And I think that that's the best way to go. I think that's what happens with a lot of dolls that go up for sale that sit. I see a lot of conversation back and forth, and it's a lot of people trying to figure out, okay, so is the doll worth it? Can I resell the doll? There's so many different conversations had when an expensive doll goes up for sale. Look at this, I didn't even put on her mitts. What was I thinking? I just slipped them right on, but they went on just fine, and this is very, very cute. I always see, especially with high-end dolls, anything over a certain amount of money, there's going to be a lot of investigating on especially if it's on the secondary market. People are going to want to know the history of the doll, who the doll's previous mommies were, the condition of the doll. Was the doll bathed? Was the doll, got any boo-boos? Does it have missing hair? All of those things come into play. And I think when collectors get talking, as we do, because that's what we do as collectors, we're nosy. And I include myself in that, because if I'm going to buy a doll, I'm going to investigate the doll's background if I'm not the first mommy. I want to know as much as I can about the doll because I want it to come to me in the best condition possible. And I also don't want to overspend, in the fact that you don't want to buy a doll that has some issues and then you have to turn around and pay for repairs and that sort of thing, and you may lose money on it. Not that I'm in this doll collecting hobby to make money. I don't make money on my dolls. I wish I did. Contrary to what other people will put out there about me, I do not make profits on my dolls. I'd be way farther ahead if I did. But ultimately, I think it's good to do your research, it's good to do your homework, but if you can do a sale privately when you don't have other people in everyone's ear that may be potentially interested in your doll, it'll be helpful. I think that there's a lot of people that will tell you that you shouldn't buy a doll for whatever reason just because they might not care for it. But in the end, you're the only one that has to like the doll. So, yeah, I tend to not really ask people's opinions about buying dolls. I make the decision on my own. Nobody even really knows about me buying a doll until after it's done. Because I do like to keep even my purchases private. I just think that it's best that way. I've learned that over the years. Too many people putting their opinions out there makes it very difficult to buy and sell any type of doll. And yeah, it's hard enough to make a decision on your own anyways without people weighing in, So I know how to do my own research, so I don't really require people to help me out with that sort of thing. Newer collectors, I totally get why they'd want to reach out to a friend and say, hey, what do you think of this doll? I'm thinking about buying the doll. What's your opinion? Yada, yada, yada. So you have to gauge it for yourself. But to my friend, that is how I unload, quote unquote, my dolls so quickly. Yeah, I generally usually have a pretty long list of people that are interested, and I like to make sure that I give those first dibs when I decide to let go of a baby. So yeah, hopefully that is helpful. I don't even like to post on DollFan anymore. They changed their website. It's horrible. It's like 2 websites in one now. It has like the old version and the new version. And not many collectors are going there anymore because it's so confusing. You don't know whether you're in the old the old version or the new version. It's weird. It used to be the best place to really look for dolls for sale, and you could count on them being quality dolls, but I don't even know if that's the case anymore. But anyways, that would be my other route. I'm not one to post anything for sale on Facebook, really. I don't think, have I ever? I might have once, and I didn't like the feel of it because way too many people see that. Way too many people get involved. I don't know, and I had people that I didn't know contacting me. I didn't know who they were, whether they were reputable or not. So I don't know. I have my ways of selling, and I'm going to probably stick to them. Call me old school or set in my ways or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I do it, guys. So there she is in her new little sleeper, and I'm causing a shadow because it's cold and cloudy and just quite miserable here today. It has been not the greatest weather for the last how many days here, unfortunately. It's just how it is in this area during this time of year. But it's got it's got big elephants. It's got elephants on it with tutus. And it's organic and it feels lovely. It's a little big on her. Probably I'll wash it and then it'll shrink just a little bit just so it'll fit, but it didn't come in any smaller size other than 0 to 3 months. So that's kind of how a 0 to 3 months fits. It's different than a 1 month size generally. It's usually they run a little bit big if they're 0 to 3 month size on her. But it's so cute. I couldn't pass it up. I thought it was like the cutest little sleeper. And it's organic, which I love. There she is, guys. Hope you enjoy seeing her. It's 2 nights in a row. What will we do, Monroe? Oh, and another thing, if anybody's interested, Claire recently posted all of the Dwayne Denia Awake babies on her website that she has finished. So there's 5 in the edition plus the prototype. So she has she's posted all the pictures of all the babies she's made in the edition so far, which are all of them for the Awake, but she's working on the sleepers now. And it's just really neat to see all the babies and how different they look. They're all very different, every single one of them. There's not one that really resembles another, which is kind of cool, I think. So if you're interested, check out Claire's website. It's ClaireTaylorDolls.com. I believe she is working on the sleepers and they are not going to be custom, so she's going to post them when they are completed, which means she'll probably either put them on eBay or post them for sale on her website. She's done both before, so I'm not sure what she's thinking in terms of how she's going to be selling each baby, but I'll be curious to see each one as they're completed because they'll be cute as can be. But that's for the sleepers anyways. But there you go, guys. I'm trying not to cause a shadow, and I'm always causing a shadow. I'm sorry, baby. I'm always lingering over you. You're so cute. Okay, guys, that's it for me. I hope you all are having a fantastic week so far. Tomorrow's Friday. Woohoo! Can't wait for Friday to be here and then the weekend. All right, guys. Hope you have a great night. We will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.